Hey guys, I've got some finished projects. I'll probably attach it to another video because it's not very many, but one of the cards I need to send out. The first thing is this ornament, and this is what I was dyeing the rat tail for, and I was gonna do a tutorial, but my mom said it looked weird and off balance, so I don't know if I will. If you guys want a tutorial, I can do one, but my mom didn't like it, so I'm not sure if anybody else would like it. There's just feathers on there, ribbons, the bat tail, a tassel I had, some trim, pearl trim. So yeah, there's that. Ornaments are really hard to show you unless they're diorama ornaments. Then I got some cards made. I was feeling kind of guilty from my spending as of late. Do I predict my spending issues getting any better? Probably not. But I wanted to make some cards really quick just to use up some stuff to make myself feel a little bit better inside. So all these cards are really basic. I got all these done in a couple hours, except for the last one that I'm going to show you. These are all Walmart sticker ghosts. I have several packs. I ended up using up one pack. And then these are Studio G cardstock stickers that I got from the thrift store a while ago. And I managed to use up that whole sheet too. So that was exciting. It's a pretty good sheet. And just the cardstock. I think this might be a Studio G card base. I need to make an envelope for it. This inside's blank. Here's the next one. I had a pack of these Yikes Speak bubbles, and I wanted to get those used up, which I did. Same dealio with the Walmart sticker ghost, and then these are the cardstock stickers. And then the inside I stamped Happy Haunting, which is from this Close to My Heart stamp set that Christine just gifted to me. Here's the next one, cardstock stickers. These were some chipboard stickers that I got from Renee. Or this one was, this eyeball. I tried to use up those too, but I only got through half the sheet. There's some blings here. All of them have the Happy Hauntings. That was just the stamp I chose this time. And here's the next one. This card base is from Annie. Cardstock stickers. These are the Dollar Tree puffy sticker dots. This was some Recollections Halloween paper. No, it was Cane Company Halloween paper. That was a scrap. And these cardstock stickers were really stiff. They were hard to pull off, and this one cracked really bad when I was peeling it off the sheet. Probably should have heated it up. And then there's this one. Again, Walmart Ghost cardstock sticker. I put some stickles on the spider's eyes, and some, I think this is Recollections bling. I've had it for a long time. Walmart cardstock stickers. So here's one with some of the chipboard stickers. These are Gina Marie enamel dots right here. And I don't remember, it was either My Mind's Eye or Recollections Halloween paper. And here is the last Halloween card. Again, card bases from Annie. Some bling, some chipboard stickers, scrap papers. I mean, they're all extremely simple. I just wanted to get some done quick. And here's the card that didn't take 5 minutes. Someone's puppy died, so I wanted to make a sympathy card. I made this bow. It was at AliExpress, or maybe it was eBay. One of the two. Die. Some bling. The sorry for the loss of your furry family member. That is a Gina Marie stamp. I couldn't believe it when I realized I actually did have a pet sympathy stamp. I didn't think I did, but apparently I did. It was Gina Marie. Then these wings are Stamper's Best stamps, which came from Bonnie. This halo is, oh, I don't know what brand it is. I got it from Bonnie though. And I embossed the wings and the halo, and the wings I embossed in a Recollections powder, and it worked super well. This halo came out kind of blurry, and that was a Stampendous powder, so I didn't want to emboss the sentiment because it obviously didn't emboss fine detail well. This is a Stitch rectangle die that is a Gina Marie die. I just inked the edges. Some scrap, it's like a gray and black pattern rose paper. And the inside I embossed a paw prints. I think it's a commotion stamp. So there are those cards, and yeah, I'll attach it to another video. Hi guys, so I have some projects to share with you. I'm very tired, nothing new there, so hopefully I can get through this without too much confusion. I shouldn't be tired. I've slept for like 3 days. I've been up for like 8 hours in 3 days. Okay, so I wanted to show the hummingbirds that I made, because I made oodles of them really quick. I was just gonna get all the cards knocked out, you know, get all these hummingbirds onto cards, but I made so many. It's like, yeah, that's not happening. So I did contact Gina, and she said that she used watered down stamping ink. She didn't say what she put the stamping ink on. I would presume watercolor paper. So that's what she used if you went and looked at her example on her website. I really like the translucent look though that I got from this particular piece is vellum, and this is parchment paper. And I also really like the fact that I was able to use my color crayons, because I mean, how often do you get to pull out your crayons? One thing I did notice though with the crayons is the cheaper brand Rosa did not work as well as I'm gonna try and not be a slow poke for you guys. Did not work as well as the Crayola brand. So I would recommend using Crayola if you wanted to use crayon. If you happen to have a bajillion color crayons like I do, then I would recommend using Crayola. The only downside is because it's a wax. On several of these, see this one, I'll have to re-glue it. The die cut doesn't want to stick to this colored paper because of the wax. And on the ones that are parchment, you know, parchment is also kind of a non-stick thing. So you've got, you know, double trouble using wax on parchment. But I thought it was really pretty. How they came out. I definitely do want to try the watercolor or stamping ink. So those came out really beautiful, I think. And this one I used that plastic twist. I don't know if you guys remember. I have about a bajillion yards of this plastic twist, and when you unravel it, it's got this really pretty purpley blue color on the inside. This was a neat idea, and if somebody wants some of this, because I have a bajillion yards of it, let me know and I'll send you some. This was a nice idea, but this really does not want to stay glued down onto the die cut, so I probably, won't be doing any more of those. These aren't done. I mean, they're done, but they need to go on a project. These were some die cuts that Bonnie had sent me, and I was excited because I had a carved ornaments die that Leslie gave me, but apparently this carved ornaments number 1, and the one I have is number 2. So I wanted to layer pattern paper on it, but when I realized that the die I had wasn't the same as these ones, as these die cuts, I decided to whip out my glitter. I think they turned out pretty. I still need to turn them into cards. This one was just glitter. I mean, I painted them all and then glittered them. This one has lines of stickles, and then this was some recollections bling that I got from Bonnie as well. Glitter doesn't really, after I put the glitter on, started to get scatterbrained. After I lay down the glitter and the glue dries, the wet glue, then I spray it twice with hairspray. I let it dry once, then I spray it again. And then you virtually, I mean, it's not 100% sealed in the glitter, but it's not bad. You're not going to lose all your glitter. So this one I just did lines of washi tape and then spread on glue, and then did the red, pulled off the washi tape, did silver. This snowflake came from a Martha Stewart punch that Bonnie gave me, and then I really wanted to emulate the look of those gorgeous vintage ornaments that have the holes in them and the silver accordion majigger. I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. So I took a piece of pie plate lid and I just scored it over and over again. I don't know if it actually looks like it's a vintage ornament or not, but that was the aesthetic that I was going for. Here's another one where I did the scoring on the pie plate lid. And this snowflake die or punch out also came from a punch that Bonnie gave me. This one, I think it was Tonic brand. This snowflake did not punch out well with that punch. I don't know if it was, I used a DCWB glitter paper and the snowflakes just kept falling apart. So I don't know if it was just that paper. I didn't bother trying it with regular cardstock. And then there's the last one. I probably like this one the best. No, I like this one the best. The blings. Red and black. So I don't like to varnish my glitter because then you'll get flat spots where the glitter's laying down completely. It just doesn't look right. So I don't prefer just to spray it with hairspray a couple times. Or if you don't want to use hairspray or you don't have hairspray, you could also take Elmer's PVC glue, the cheap Elmer's white glue, and do one coat of the Elmer's glue and that'll seal it in. Don't do 2 coats. Otherwise, you'll get a hazy effect and you won't see the beautiful sparkly glitter. It'll just look like a solid color. And I've tried using cheaper glues, cheaper than cheap Elmer's school glue. I think Play School is the cheaper brand that I had, and that one doesn't work so well for that technique. Okay, so here's a card. Card base is from Bonnie. There's a hummingbird on, looks like parchment. My throat is really raw. I always get a raw throat when I eat egg rolls for some reason. I don't know if it just scratches my throat, but it hurts so bad right now. This beautiful paper on the back is a painted paper that came from Bonnie. And Bonnie, I seriously love it so much, and I was very envious of you when you first got your jelly plate and you were doing videos of jelly printing, and I wanted one so bad, but I felt like I had so much scrap paper already, and I have a plethora of paper pads that I don't even touch because most of the time I can find what I need in my scrap box. So I was like, I can't start a new hobby. But I'm very fortunate to have these papers, and if you feel like doing more, you're more than welcome to send them to me. These flowers I stamped out. It was a Dollar Tree stamp set that Christine gave me one year, and I just stamped out those flowers on there's some pearlescent textured Coordinations white cardstock. And then a couple different scraps of colored cardstock. I just stamped them on there and then fussy cut them out. These blings came from Bonnie. This happy birthday was a DCWV rub-on that came from Bonnie as well. This tag die cut came from a die that Bonnie gave me, and I don't know where the ribbon. I can't give credit to whoever gave me the ribbon. Quite possibly Bonnie. The inside was just a couple more of these flowers that I had left over, and then I'm trying to work through my quotes rub-on stacks that Bonnie gave me because those have a shelf life. The inside says, I love thee, I love but thee, wish a love that shall not die till the sun grows cold and the stars grow old. I don't know if that goes with the happy birthday sentiment, but I was using it. I have trouble with quotey things, you know. I'm not really a quotey person, but I need to use them. Here's the card. This is the last panel I was able to get out of the 8.5 and 11 sheet of jelly printed gorgeous painted paper. There's another hummingbird. The blings came from Bonnie. Some more of those roses. I stamped them out on a scrap. It's the same side of the paper, but it has a different pattern, so it stood out a little bit. Die cuts from eBay. Here's another quote. I honestly am too dumb to understand what it means, and hopefully, what is this? A thank you card? Hopefully it goes with a thank you card. And I'm going to attempt to read it, but my mind gets all scrabbled when I try to. It says, best if all is it to preserve everything in a pure, still heart, and let there be for every pulse a thanksgiving, and for every breath a song. So I don't know if that actually goes with the thank you sentiment, but it's on there. It's on there. This background paper I embossed, and I think it's a Dairies. Some more of those roses that I stamped and fussy cut. And this is a DCWV rub-on that I rubbed on so horribly crooked it's not funny, but that's my signature's crookedness. Okay, so I just got done with some birthday projects, I was watching a video from Thrifty Crafter Mail, and he had to post some videos that were really late because of some personal things that happened in his life, and his birthday was a month ago, so I told him I wanted to send him something, send him a birthday card, and this is what I came up with, I guess. So there is this card here. I was super tired when I did this card. I had just finished something that I'll show you next. This is a DCWV card base. This pattern leafy paper is a Project Life card that I got from Rosa. These are some enamel dots. It's Gina Marie's Cotton Candy Gloss. And then this is a stamp set from Stampin' Up. I didn't feel like digging through all of my stamps. I knew I had at least one other stamp set that had a belated sentiment in it, but this is the one that I knew for sure I had and knew where it was. So this is a stamp set that I use. It just says, "Oops, it's a hair past your birthday." I tried to use my La Plume markers with a Koi blender pen that I bought and hadn't ever used. It turned out horribly, but I'm not one to throw away a card because of a boo-boo, so it's not a super terrific coloring job, but it's there. It's there. Inside I just stamped "Happy Birthday." So this little beauty I spent all night making. I watched the Taken trilogy. This used so much paper, and I have so many scraps from this project, it's not funny. This is the ice cream cone die from KS Crafts, which I had a bad experience there, so I won't be buying from there again. But it was a biznitch to put together, let me tell you that. The cone, not so much. The ice cream, yes, it was terrible. I can't, this blue polka dot paper came from, I think it was Making Memories. That's about all I can tell you. This was a scrap of pink pattern paper. So yeah, I'm gonna try and collect some goodies to stick in this giant ice cream cone and attempt to find a box to put the giant ice cream cone in. To me, it looks more like a the Lady Liberty torch. It's just me. For my first go, it turned out okay, but this was, with all the curvies, it was a terrible thing to try and put together. And this bottom part should be a little bit smaller because it wants to pop out of its cone. So I think I'm gonna just tie a 1-inch ribbon around it and tie it in a bow to hold the two pieces together. I'm not much of a box person. I got it because it was foodie themed, but that's the only box I have. And then the last thing I did was this. This was just the packaging for a card set that my aunt gave me for Christmas or her birthday years ago. You know, because I make all these handmade cards and send them to them, they give me pre-made cards for my presents. They try. The inside, I believe, is Making Memories polka dot. I think this plaid paper was Paper Pizzazz. Don't quote me on it. The top, this blue paper, was actually packaging from some stickers that Annie gave me. So thank you, Annie, for this super gorgeous packaging. It went perfectly with the blue polka dot. This is a cupcake dazzle sticker that came from Bonnie. They just backed it up on blue paper. Some enamel dots. I think those are eBay. There's another Dazzler sticker. Dazzle. These letters. I'm really getting into the whole ransom letter thing. I don't know why, but all of a sudden ransom letters are looking super attractive to me. So I used the, oh no, my ice cream cone came down. It came down. It's okay, a little ice cream. It's okay. You can't stay on your own one foot. It's okay. Stay. Oh, just came down again. I use these. Anyways. Inkadinkadoo. This is the Red Hat Society stamp set from 2005. I've actually never used these alphabets. I've used the little hats and the shoes. Is there a shoe? Yeah, there's a shoe. Okay. I've never used the ladders, but all the letter stickers in my used up folder, I didn't have enough of, so I grabbed these, and it turned out gorgeous, and I couldn't be more happier. And I'm a ransom letter everything from now on. I just love it. So anyways, I just repurposed the packaging to put some goodies in. Unfortunately, I don't live close to a craft store. Takes me 35-40 minutes just to get into town where there's people. So, I'll put together what I can, RJ, for you. For a little belated birthday goodie package. Because everybody deserves to feel special on their birthday. Speaking of birthdays, I made this card for Johnny. She's Tabasco 14. She doesn't do videos anymore. But, I just want her to know I'm always thinking about her. Her birthday's coming up, and I wanted to make her a card. So I recently got this compact die from AliExpress. I don't think I put it together according to how it was supposed to be put together. I jimmy rigged it until I got things to fit. So I used 2 of these. Next time I won't even use this. This is a completely useless die for me now. I'm just going to cut a rectangle and score it in the middle. I don't need to glue 2 halves together. That was silly. And I use this one, and I use these little circles and the little makeup sticks, whatever you call those, the word makeup, and I used this little banner. I did not use this. I'm not even sure where that's supposed to go. It cuts out a frame. It's not like a solid piece. Okay, so here it is. I don't know where the papers came from. If they were gifted to me or they came in a D-stash or what. I don't know. I cut out the makeup and pie plate in pink. I thought this was a shadowing die, but it's not. It just cuts it out in 2 different layers, so it'll cut out the word and then the outline. So it's an outline and then the word, but it's not a shadow. So there's not like a solid piece to go in the back. Here is the inside. I made a shaker card. For the compact part, it's just 3 layers of this fun foam that I cut out of this piece. And when I had done the top and the bottom with this one, I ended up cutting off like 3/4 of this entire strip here, because I wasn't gonna make or use like 10 layers of fun foam to create a 1/4 inch thickness, you know. I didn't want to do that, so that ended up, you know, just getting most of the way cut off. So I think I'm just gonna measure and score my own piece of rectangular cardstock next time I do this. This was an exhausting card. I'll only do this one for special occasions. Yeah, just cardstock. Here's some more pie plate because it's like a mirror. All of the glitters and micro marbles came from those nail art kits from Dollar Tree. And the little makeup sponges. I just, I cut out the little sticks 3 times, layered them up, and then I glued on some white paper on the ends. And then I just ran them over some chalk pastels. Then I sprayed it with hairspray so that the chalk pastel didn't transfer to the lid, which it probably would have looked more realistic if it did have some color transfer. I'm not sure why I swiped the 2 sticks in different blues, because there's no blue in the shakers, but you know, that's just a Chelsea thing, I guess. Because there's no space to write, I created a pocket up top. I glued on some circles that were, you know, the throwaway, which I wouldn't throw away. Of course I wouldn't throw away a piece of paper. The throwaway from the inner circle rings here. And then I just glued 2 of them on there to create a tab so that I can write a little happy birthday message. I'm thinking about you. Alright, so that's my overly long and drawn out video. Thank you guys for so much watching. So much for watching. If you're still here, I'm giving away some more stuff. If you want it, just say enter me. What's my time? 25. Okay. I'm getting rid of this snowflake punch. I recently just got this at the thrift store. This lid, or the cover, comes off, and I'll probably wrap a piece of washi tape around it so that it doesn't come off in transit. I just don't want it because you have to lay it down on the table to punch it, but it punches just fine. So there's a snowflake punch. This bag of sequins that I got at the thrift store. And then I went through my clear stamps, and this is one that I had bought at the thrift store. I have a lot of Christmas stamps that I like a lot better than this, so I'm going to pass it around. This little giveaway is Christmas themed, apparently. So here they are. I had to make my own packaging for it because I just recently reversed my CD storage thing that I used to do. I don't know what the brand is. I do know that it wasn't like a, I know it was name brand. I just don't know what the brand is. I don't think it was a China stamp set. But here they are. These solid ones have a little bit of damage on them. They had a chemical reaction when they were pressed up against some other stamps. And so if you don't ink it up super good, in a big square you'll see a bird. I don't know what you'll see in these 2 little ones. And I believe they're silicone. They feel kind of floppy to be photopolymer. So that's a giveaway. If you want them, just say enter me. I'll draw a winner when I feel like it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.